Now it's Danny Olmo. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Madueke. Eze. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Balde. Rashford. Pedri. Balde. That's good vision. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Diving header! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, it's very well played because it's so easy to get those wrong.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That is good alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Tries to play it through. Looking for a runner. First quarter of an hour gone. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yamal. Oh, such a clever touch. Swings in. It's a mighty effort. It's in. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Calafiori promptly onto that, and that is that. Eze, nicely weighted ball, not the most accurate pass. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rice. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Eze. Yamal. Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Balde gets good distance on it. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Rashford. It's a pretty loose pass. Calafiori. It's a searching pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Trossard looking to run onto it. Eric Garcia getting this one clear. Played out to the right. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get onto this? Al-Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rashford. And it's Eze. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Distributed tidily. That has not gone well.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's made its way to him. Erika. And the whistle goes for half-time. We can review the first half.
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. And we're already back up and running after half. Takes a shot! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Yeah, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Madueke. He's a sharp little ball here. That's been cut out, well played. Eze aims beyond the defence. Another pass just keeps it. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And the pass is intercepted. Yamal knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Olmo. And he's got the beating of his man. Danny Olmo! And that's caused a worry or two.
Danny Olmo usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Now it's Rice.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, not quite. And he thumps it clear. Madueke puts a cross in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for options for movement. Out again for a throw-in. Rice. Saliba calmly anticipates. Oh, good spread. Well read, nice interception. Played into space. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Eze. Great vision. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Barcelona are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Saliba does well to get it back. Half an hour gone in the second half. Nice looking ball, and he's picked it up out wide. That has ended up in no man's land.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pass somewhat off target. Out to the right. Now it's Madueke. Eze.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to snatch it back. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's beautifully weighted. And this is Lewandowski. That's tidy. Rashford. Casado. Pedri has created one goal already. That's great control. And he's had a hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Trossard. Now it's Madueke. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to get it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal. Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Matheus Cunha. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that, but While he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that...
Chance for a shot! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Manchester United take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And they're quick to press. Now it's Martinez. Shot could be on. Lovely. Big chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
In by Chalanoglu. Big header! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. He has found the way through. Shaw delivered. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Lisandro Martinez is there, and he can pick it up. Pass somewhat off target. Akanji makes the interception. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Looking to play him in. Dumfries gets into a good position. Ahmad. To Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. Chalanoglu, who's set up one goal so far. Almost half an hour in now. Played into space. That has not gone well. Shaw. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes stood his ground strongly. That's an imaginative pass. And he welcomes it in. And that has been clubbed away. Short changes him with that pass. Thinks about the shot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Bruno Fernandes. That has ended up in no man's land. That pass has been well intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that Thuram! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Thuram has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he cuts out the supply. Ahmad. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Thuram. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Menu. Ahmad. Casemiro. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for options for movement.
There will be 1 minute at a
Kanji
time.
gets rid without sophistication. Mainu. Stood up well to him there. Dumfries. Good running, strong and purposeful. Great ball if he can get there. And it's Zielinski. And the shot! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Welcome our lads to the field.
The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Matheus Cunha, and it's Mainu. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Martinez. Danger averted for now. There will be a throw-in. Not the most accurate pass. Casemiro to Bruno Fernandes. Akanji cuts it out. Oh, Red, nice interception. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a pretty loose pass. Casemiro. Manchester United needing a change of fortune here. And he's worked it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's picked his way through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually...
And he's had a hit!
The attendance for this match was
Çalhanoğlu.
72,306.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Zielinski driving on and making good progress. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he was quick to react. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Shaw providing an outlet on that flank. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Çalhanoğlu. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Casemiro. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Dumfries. Nicely shaped ball. Zielinski receives it in a wide position. Matheus Cunha. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Bruno Fernandes. Well, they've got it again. Played down the flank. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Out for a throw. Oh, that's a key interception. Ahmad. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, he's just misjudged that one. It's a goal kick.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have
Number
got changes
16,
here from both sides, in
Ahmed.
fact.
Number 10, Matthias Kuhn. Number 18,
Sure.
Casemiro.
Time is running out here.
Coming on the
All they
field,
need is one
number
big
7,
chance, and it
Mason
may do the
Mount.
trick.
Number 13, number 25, Ugarte.
It's the channel.
Substitutions taking
Oh, the chip
place.
pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. No, that's been intercepted.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now there's a fine ball. Shaw with a fine tackle. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Mount. Well, the idea was a good one.
There
The
will be
execution
1
of it,
minute at a
not
time.
quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Thuram receives. And that is that. Manchester United did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
Just a
Any
quick
reflections
announcement.
on what
We
you've
would like
seen,
to
Jim?
inform
Well,
you that
the game plan for me
CCTV
just
is now
looked
in
a little
operation
confused,
for your
and the
safety.
crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium. And
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the move. Decent chance! And it's a goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Delivered in. Upamecano. Hernandez. France finding their passes. Dembele gets into a good position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Thuram. Foot in. Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for options for movement. He's got tall. It's hit the uprights. Oh, good take and a good area. There's the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Thinks about the shot. And he whips it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
In again. And he's there to get it away. Camavinga. He is just caressing the ball. Nico Williams. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. France are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Morata. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Hernandez. It's a searching pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Played out to the left flank.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Koundé passes short and sharp. Some really good ball movement. Passes coming off in quick succession. Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Spain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rabiot. Camavinga. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played into space. Dembele. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's...
Thuram! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Can he get on the end of this? Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's come to nothing. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And that's been won straight back. Spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Spain are looking to break at pace. And that was nowhere near his best. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far.
If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance.
Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Cleared without complication. Morata. Spain are looking to go forward now. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Morata. And the shot! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
And he shoots! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's picked his way through, swings it across.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
He gets big! Oh, taken with style! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Plays a sharp little ball here. It's Dembele! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Thuram. And this is Dembele. He's Dembele! Superb from Dembele! About as smooth as it gets. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Into the last quarter of an hour. That has been slung wide. Dembele's... There's the header! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Changement
We
pour la
have got
France.
changes here from both
Le
sides, in
numéro 7,
fact.
Le numéro 14. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 6.
Somewhat off target.
À leur place,
Lovely pass, but can
le
he get
numéro
there?
10.
And he's
Le
managed to
numéro
get
12.
free.
Le numéro
Shoots! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until...
Can he finish? Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Spain take the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Marcola goes on a run down the left wing. A probing pass. Chouameni. And it's Hernandez. Zaire Emery. Grimaldo gets it away.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to...
Mbappe! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
He is through here. Across it goes. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. That is ended up in no man's land. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Zaire Emery. He's on it. Can he get away? Climbs up big. He's scored. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must...
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. Well, we are already up and running again. France displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Dani Olmo is flagged offside. Stood up well to him there. Aimed beyond the defence. No, he's just misjudged that one. Pedri. And here's Marino. Referee has just said play on. Can he get it through? Nicely shaped ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Merino. Spain looking to pass their way through. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Morata. And that has been clubbed away. Gets a good foot in there. Doué, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Pau Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a promising position. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Half-time, extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we are already back underway. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. And now for the final act. Colomwani. And it's Zaire Emery. He's tried one! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Dani Olmo. Quality ball. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Merino. Passing nice and neat. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He has found a way through. Opts to play it back. Colomwani unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Barcola. Pedri. Now it's Barcola. He's got away. And it's Hernandez. Can he latch on to this? Lenormand getting this one clear. Now there's a fine ball. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it. Mbappe is first to take the long walk. Oh, it's a nightmare start. Pedro Porro is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
So this one to restore parity. And that is a scarcely believable miss. Spain are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too. 2 to the good. France can't afford to miss another one.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Spain with the chance to go 2 up. And they're 2 up. France are looking to save match point. No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed. So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their part in a terrific struggle, admirably at times. Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's the header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Danso spots it and intercepts. Knocks it into space, and he takes a shot! Great effort, but no way through. Semenyo. Matheus Nunes. Oh, that's fabulous. And that was asking just too much of him. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent fit.
Oh, he's been caught napping! He is through here! Donnarumma claims comfortably. Foden. Not the most accurate pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And he was quick to react. He's a sharp little ball here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. He steps in, and that's the end of that. No, that's been intercepted. Sarr. Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Kolomwani! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit...
Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Shot at goal! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Half an hour played now. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Looking for options for movement. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! They've scored! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Tottenham go into the lead. Ball swung in. He's got tall. No mistake. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. That has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Haaland. That is... He's having a go! Haaland! That is brilliant!
Marmoush really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Chance, surely! Really well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is...
Tries a shot! What a wonderful goal! There was to be only one outcome. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Well, what a half, what a game we have here.
Please be
the
reminded
second
that
half can't
drinking
come
is
soon
only
enough.
allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
And the second half gets underway. Romero gets across to intercept that. Well read, nice interception. And he's intervened well there. Bernardo Silva. Shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Deep cross. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Semenyo. He's in a great position here. Kudus. Now, can they get him away? Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that pass isn't the best. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kusanov makes the interception. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Kudus has it out wide and in space. Oh, shooting chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Gallagher certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That has been cut short. Foden going full steam ahead down the left flank. And this is Bernardo Silva. Sarr tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he cuts out the supply. Haaland with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. Gallagher spread out to the left. Now it's Kolomouani. Tottenham have a free kick. Quickly taken. Kudus.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Spread neatly. Palhinha does well to get it back. And that's definitely not his best. Gallagher. Kolomuani. Now it's Simons. That is ended up in no man's land. It looked as though that might... Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. And that'll be a goal kick. Gray. Romero. Tottenham finding their passes. Not the most convincing of passes. Rodri, somewhat off target. Gallagher shoots! And want to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Passes short and sharp. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Nice control. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now that's a lovely exchange. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely spread. Kudus providing an outlet on that flank. Climbs up big! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Kolomuani, and a chance! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Substitution on the field. Number 47.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
21.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Number 24. Guardian. Number 4. Reinders. Number 10.
Kulusevski tries to clear.
Number 8. Kovacic.
Great chance! Not the most accurate pass. Cherki. And here's Marmouche. And Marmouche! A real chance and a real let-off.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Passing is crisp and sharp. This looks promising. But he's well positioned. Real chance! Engages and forces him off the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. He rises! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Xavi Simons. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Vardiol.
Doku. He's on a run down the left wing. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Searching pass he's played there. Can he finish? He scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Extra time reaches half-time.
Please make sure to watch the
Well, it
screen
has
for
been a
information
punishing
bulletin
game, both
from the
physically
regional
and
police
mentally.
department.
But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. He's having a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Kovacic. Matheus Nunes. That pass has been well intercepted. It's a searching pass. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he was alert to it. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Haaland, pinches it off him. Pedro Porro. Xavi Simons. Now it's Gallagher. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Kusanov. Back in possession and ready to go again. Nicely shaped ball.
Vardiol.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's got the... And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! The lightness... And that's it! What a terrific response it was to adversity. What... Very good. Haaland on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the